Hello. I hope you guys are doing good. This time, I have a longer video for you with some sort of commentary from, my side. I recently shifted into an Airbnb. There was some sort of repairs happening at my usual place, so here we are. Honestly, this place has a really nice view and it looks really, really good. And I don't know whether you guys can make it out from the clips, but it has a really cool aesthetic that I can get behind. It also had a really nice internet connection, and you know me, I bring my PlayStation wherever I go, so I got it here as well, and it worked, fairly fast. It had very low latency as well, so that's a plus point. Also, not to mention the view in itself. I absolutely love high-rise apartments. I've spent most of my life, if not all of it, in a two-storied house, so coming from that to staying in what is like the 20th floor is quite a change, and it's a quite welcoming change as well. This place came with all sorts of amenities as well. It had, an induction stove, it had a coffee maker as well, and it had one of those pod coffee makers, which I've always wanted to try but never had the opportunity to, so I guess I'm gonna try them today. But honestly, the coolest part of it is just putting the pod in and seeing the coffee come out. I think the mechanic in itself is just really, really cool. The pod coffee honestly wasn't that great. It was nothing special. It was decent coffee once you add milk to it. I don't really like drinking a shot of coffee. I actually prefer milk with my coffee. So yeah. So I like standing at the balcony to enjoy the view when I'm having my coffee, because like I said, I'm only here for a couple of days, so I might as well just soak it all in. I then proceeded to get some work done. I had cereal for breakfast because it's an Airbnb, it's a temporary setup. Cereal is the quickest thing to make. So yeah, I made cereal and got about with my day. I had some work to get done, and I like to finish all my work as early as possible. So I got to it. I finished all my meetings, finished all my emails, got everything done for the day, because I actually have plans to go with my friend to the Dubai marina and go for a cruise or something like that. A cruise ship. I mean, not a cruise ship. It's like it's basically a small tour around the Dubai harbor. So yeah, so I wanted to be able to go for that guilt-free. So essentially just getting all my work done before that. I then headed to the marina through a metro. So to get to the marina, I had to take the metro there, and the metro is actually really great, but unfortunately the places that I've been staying don't have a good connectivity to the metro, so I end up taking a cab, which comes out to be a little pricey. The cruise was really cool. It was a lot of fun. The weather was also really nice, which meant we could stand outside and not just sit inside the boat. So you got to see a lot of cool architecture, especially the Atlantis Hotel, which is a really cool structure. It's basically a huge aquarium with a hotel built around it. So each room gets access to the aquarium. Another cool thing that you get to see is Ain Dubai, which is, I think, loosely translates to the Eye of Dubai. A couple of days later, I headed back to my place. Honestly, as much as I love my personal space, it's been hard living alone. I love my routines and it helps me stay productive. I like the fact that I have my own space, I have my own routines, but sometimes it's just a little too much. I feel like I'm an introvert, but I wasn't always like this. If you were to talk to somebody from my high school, they'd have a very jolly outward version of me. Whereas if you spoke to someone from uni about me, they'd probably tell you a more closed off and introverted version of me. So I think somewhere between high school and uni is when I slowly started becoming less outward and more introverted. The funny thing is, I feel like it's not a new observation or anything, but I feel like the older that you become, the harder it is to make friends unless you sort of have faces of familiarity, either through your work or the routines that you can sort of identify, and then that later forms into a friendship. But I don't really have that. My routine, as you guys have seen previously, is just me going to the gym, coming back, working from home, and then playing video games, which is not particularly healthy. Another weird factor is my social battery. I feel like if I were to meet a lot of people, my social battery would run out rather quickly, and then making me closed off and sort of a little bit grumpy, which isn't too friendly for, when it comes to meeting new people. But I guess, there's a give and take, and I have to navigate my way through all of this, sort of find my footing. Today is a Sunday, so I usually clean the apartment. I find cleaning quite therapeutic. It gives me this false sense of control. It's something that my friends make fun of me for because as a 23-year-old, they hate cleaning, and I'd find my friends' places an absolute mess. But then for me, I like cleaning, I like organizing my stuff, and I feel really old saying it, but it is one of those things that I find honestly very relaxing. The older I grow, though, I see a lot of people sharing my interest towards cleaning and organizing, so I think that's nice. I made plans to meet a couple of my uni friends at the Dubai Mall. It's sort of me trying to get out of my comfort zone and meet people, at least people that I already know, so that I can form these routines that I meet someone at least once a week so that I'm not completely isolated. So yeah, I'm meeting them at Dubai Mall, and Dubai Mall is absolutely huge. You could spend hours and hours in there and still find yourself wanting to spend more time. It is absolutely huge when I say this, and it is right next to Burj Khalifa, so that's another thing that you could do through the mall itself. So, and a bunch of shops. I met my friends and we stood outside next to the fountain for a while. My friend has this weird obsession over it. So each time we come here, we spend some time next to the fountain. So not to take anything away from his fountain experience, I suggested this cafe that I really, really like. It's called Cafe Lato. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They have a really nice selection of desserts. So I think, pair that with the view, I think it's a worthwhile experience. So I took them there, and we ended up spending quite a few hours over there. We were just reminiscing about college, and every half an hour there was the show, that is what you're seeing. And, we caught a couple of those shows as well. So it was really nice meeting everybody, but, talking to them made me realize my sense of isolation and how it is probably not the best thing for my mental health. So I think I need to take a step back and reevaluate my staying in Dubai for long stretches of time, because I think after a month or two of not seeing anybody, it can take a toll on you. So I've been thinking of visiting my sister. So my sister is in Scotland and she's invited me over. So I thought, that might be a good change of pace, and talking to her and, going to different events with her and her friend circles, I think might be a good change of pace. Who knows, maybe the next video I'd be making a video about me going from Dubai to London. So I'll see you then, I guess.